You are listening to 100 Wealth Building Secrets with James Marshall. James Marshall is a registered investment advisor and president of Marshall Wealth Management. His registered investment advisory firm is registered in Texas and Kentucky. For 30 years, he has been educating, advising, and managing wealth for diverse families all over the country. This podcast is about different concepts of wealth building, some financial, some emotional, physical, and yes, some spiritual. The bottom line is you will leave with some knowledge, and knowledge is wealth. So whether you're walking, running, exercising, or having your choice of beverages, no judgments here. Clear. Then open your mind and get ready for some life-changing financial lessons. It's your time. Here's your host, James Marshall.
Welcome, Wealth Builders, to podcast number 51. Put a target date on your goals and an expiration date on your excuses.
Tired of hearing that old excuse. Tired of hearing that. I swear, man, I will be one happy fool when we open our own business right here in our neighborhood. I swear to God, I will be the first in line to spend what little money I got. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Tired of hearing that old excuse. Hey, man, when you going to get your business? Huh? Yeah, just like I thought. But I tell you what I'm going to do. You hear me? I'm going to go over there and get them Koreans some more of my money. Miss Miller time.
How many times have you said, I'm going to get my money straight? I'm going to improve my understanding of money. I'm going to reduce my debt. I'm gonna. But you always seem to lose motivation before you even get started. Well, you're not alone. John Capillaris, a business transformation leader and innovation expert, says many people make New Year's resolutions. However, they quickly discover that the resolutions fade even before the first quarter of the calendar year is reached. It's not just about making New Year's resolutions at the start of the new year. It's about making a commitment and to write the goals and objectives down for the coming year and beyond. You know, there have been numerous studies that have shown only 3% of the population set goals and only about 1% actually write them down. 3% set goals and 1% write them down. As far as I'm concerned, if a goal is not written down, it doesn't exist. Well, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. New year, new you. And welcome to a new opportunity to get it right and keep it right. And in the words of Tony Robbins, your past failures have nothing to do with your future success. Just like an investment's past returns are not guaranteed to be repeated going forward. Make your decision, make your plan, and take action. Let's speak more about it after this segment of If You Don't Know, Now You Know.
Now you know, now you know, and if you don't know, now you know.
This week's question was emailed in by Curtis. Curtis asked, the stock market seems to be up and down quite a bit lately. Should I invest now or wait for a market correction? Hey, Curtis, thanks for the question. And that's a good question, too. Yes, the stock market seems to be going through a lot of uncertainty, but that is pretty much par for the course. It is always prudent to be aware of the market's performance. A overpriced stock market could lead you to paying too much for various stocks, and a correcting market could keep you from buying good stocks at a good price. This is where conviction and discipline comes into play. The bottom line, Curtis, is that no one can constantly and successfully anticipate which way the market is going to move. So the smart investor does not try to time the market by buying it at its lowest or selling it at its highest. No, the smart investor identifies the stocks they want to own and they commit a specific dollar amount to invest in those stocks on a monthly or quarterly basis. The money will be poured directly from a money market account held in your brokerage account, or it can come directly from your checking or savings account. This is called dollar cost averaging and is a very effective way to invest. However, even dollar cost averaging can lead to losses in the stock market. So it is critical that you stay within your limits. But none of this is a replacement for good stock analysis. Make sure you are reviewing the company's financials and their other fundamentals before you pull the trigger. Thanks, Curtis. I hope that helped.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Goal setting is the key to success. Many of the successful people that I have worked with are strongly goal-oriented. They spend time articulating clear and specific goals. They write those goals down in detail. They work on their goals daily. They review their goals periodically. Successful people do not rely on their memory because they realize that their memory and their momentary motivation can falter. No, they maintain a clear, specific, and written organized plan, a plan of action. That plan of action is dated and has a completion target date as well. Your goals should contribute towards achieving your major life purpose, and they should relate to your core values in life. So the question is, what is your major purpose in life? Capillera says that for goals to be effective, they must be SMART goals. That is, S, specific. Don't be vague. M, measurable. Quantify your goal. A, attainable. Be honest with yourself. R, realistic. Real and practical. And T, time-based. Associate a time frame. You have got to put a date on your goals and an expiration date on your excuses. The key thing I want to bring to your attention regarding John's thoughts is that goals should be time-based or target-based, especially when it comes to financial goals like retirement or wealth accumulation. The longer you wait to start planning and saving for your accumulation goal, the harder they will be to accomplish. This means you will have to save more money towards your goal or accomplish higher returns on your investments, which often means taking more risks to accomplish those goals than you are comfortable taking. And that could work against you without enough time to recover. Working Americans are still struggling when it comes to saving money, both for the short term and the long term. More than 1 in 5, 21%, don't save any of their annual income. That's according to the new survey by Bankrate.com, which asked 1,000 working Americans how much of their annual income they set aside for retirement, emergencies, and other financial goals. The good news is these numbers have quietly improved a bit during the COVID lockdown, but they've already started to revert back to the normal levels. So in other words, when you didn't have anything to do, you were saving. Now that life is starting to kind of open back up, you're spending again. And those who do save bank rate funds aren't setting aside a lot. 20% save only 5% or less of what they make. 28% save 6 to 10%. And just 16% are saving more than 15% of their income. Just 16% are saving more than 15% of their income. That's from CNBC. The important thing to remember is the benefit of comprehensive financial planning. It forces you to put a target date on your goals and an expiration date on your excuses. Having a comprehensive financial plan will allow you to be more disciplined and have more order in your approach towards building your goals. And you need order and discipline to accomplish your goals.
Clark, what time is it?
1 o'clock p.m.
And what does that mean?
That means you're practicing.
And if you know I'm practicing, and you know I don't finish practicing until 2 o'clock, which is for at least another 60 minutes, why are you buzzing my buzzer?
Because I
How many
want to
times do I have to tell you? I have a certain amount of time allotted for daily practice. You know this, yet you consistently overlook my program.
But as with most things in life, you are ultimately responsible for your success or your failure, whether you think you can or you can't. In both cases, you're right. So until next time, keep building wealth. Peace.
You have been listening to 100 Wealth Building Secrets with James Marshall. Keep increasing your knowledge by going to marshallyourmoney.com and check out our educational videos, newsletters, and calculators. There you can also sign up for your free copy of his book, 100 Wealth Building Secrets. Like this podcast and follow it on podbean.com. You can also follow us on social media platforms: Facebook, Black Family Wealth, Twitter, James Marshall at Marshall Wealth, Instagram, Marshall Wealth, LinkedIn, James Marshall, and on YouTube, James Marshall Financial Educator. Email your questions or thoughts to James at marshallyourmoney.com. Thank you for listening. And remember, we build wealth one family at a time.
know you can. I teach you how to save. Don't waste your money, but bank your money. Don't spend your ends. I teach you how to save. Your bank account will be spilling out with them dividends. I teach you how to save. Rule number one, if it ain't making money, it ain't making sense.